my name is Sandra. Today I'm excited to talk about this video, like my goals for August, not because they're better than any other goals, but I always feel like this is kind of like an update into my life, kind of what I've got going on. And I've been writing blogs and stuff, and I've been thinking about ideas for new blogs, and I think I want to talk about how I kind of come up with my goals, I guess. My goals are following the Franklin planner system. Goals should stem from your values of who you are as a person, but I kind of also feel like it has to go along with what you're doing in life, right? Like if for myself, I have an online business, my growing family, stuff like that. Obviously, you work towards where you want to see your life eventually, but there's lots of little steps to get there. So anyway, I kind of look at these as like check-ins of my life. And again, I went ahead and I actually did my goals, was it yesterday or the day before? And then I finished them today. I did the tending list. I was super swamped today, and I still have to write another blog, and I have another video to film. So I'm super busy, and I don't like the feeling of getting overwhelmed. And so setting goals and following my Powersheets is supposed to help with that. But because I'm pregnant and I've been feeling a little down in the dumps, I haven't been as motivated as I usually am. If you guys watch my channel and you watch my planning videos, you know, a lot of times I probably make you sick when I have like 101 things on my daily to-do list and then I have it all checked off. That doesn't happen all the time. Sometimes I take photos like that for Instagram to make it look really good, but there are days when I don't have anything crossed off. Honestly, today I'm not doing too bad. Here's another one of those days. This is my Franklin planner. So I am filming a video now. I put N for nighttime because I knew it would be quieter after my daughter went to sleep. And then I have to write another blog. But yeah, I did do lots of things, and I haven't been following my schedule. And to be honest, guys, mostly it's because of summer holidays. My son is home. We've been sleeping in. My daughter's sleeping in, so she's not getting her nap. Usually when she naps, or if I get up early, it's when I do all of my work, my filming, my blog writing, all of it. And I haven't been getting any time to do it. And I've been exhausted. Like I sleep in, I go to bed at 11, and I'm exhausted by the time I go to bed. As soon as I hit that pillow, it's like my eyes are, I'm done. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of give you guys a heads up that, not really a heads up, just kind of like clarification as to what my productivity level has been like lately. So, looking ahead for the month of August. Now this is the Prepare Well page. If you guys have the Cultivate What Matters Powersheets, you will know that Cultivate What Matters, the company, they've come out with some amazing new products. They've got a reading journal. They've got their 90-day, like quarterly goal planner. I wouldn't mind getting that. I'm kind of interested to check that out. Right now I'm using a cloth and paper quarterly goal setup, but I wouldn't mind trying that one. So I might look at getting that for like when I order my 2023 Powersheets. So I do have links on my website if you guys want to check it out. There's also links down in this video in the description box. So go down there. It will send you to my affiliate link. So keep in mind it is an affiliate link. If you purchase anything from the website, I do get income. I'm supposed to make everybody aware of that, just so I'm not misleading anybody. But I'd have to say the Powersheets are the one thing that have kind of made me jump forward in my life, made me want to do more things, give me more motivation, made me more a productive person. I know that there's a lot of Moxie Life fans out there too, and to be fair, I have not tried Moxie Life, so I mean I wouldn't mind checking it out just to see. So that might be another option for 2023. I haven't thought that far ahead yet, but my Cultivate Matters Powersheets have been like a game changer for me. So if you guys are interested, we still have a few more months yet before the launch for 2023. I think it's October that you can order them. But I will definitely be getting another set because I just love the company. I love everything these women stand for. So yeah, I'm on board. Let's just say that. The first thing that I like to do when I talk about this is not really talk about this page. I jump to my calendar There was a point in time when I never filled this calendar out at all because I was like, what's the point? I have this all in my planner. But the reason why I like to do it is because a lot of these things will be important to-dos for the month, right? So there's things I already know what's going to happen. I know I'm going to be budgeting on Wednesdays. I know I get paid on Thursdays. I know birthdays. I know set things that are happening. So, for example, we're going to my reunion at the end of July, and we come back on the Monday on the 1st, and we're going camping. And we also have some doctor's appointments. So I do have a doctor's appointment on the 19th. I just never wrote that in. So I'll do that right now. That happened after I did this. Doctor appointment, 1 o'clock, and I'll highlight that in red after to match with this ultrasound. So this ultrasound appointment here is when we find out the sex of the baby, hopefully. Hopefully it is in the right position. I know with my last two, I think I had to go 2 or 3 times to get an accurate like picture, I guess. But hopefully we'll get it the first time. And I mean, it's never 100%, but you know, they give a good indication. So let's see here. I'm just gonna grab my, I don't remember what color I used for this exactly. I don't think it was that one. So anyway, I do like doing this first because I write everything out. I did choose to use mild liner highlighters for the colors on this page. I will link that down below in case you guys want to check that out from Amazon. Then I go back to this page and I write out all of my important to-dos, things I'm excited for that give me motivation, and things that might not be as exciting or things I'm worried about, etc. So for instance, important to-dos. I had, well, this is probably going to turn into another goal for August, I guess, because I made this night routine a long time ago. I already have an established daytime routine or like morning routine, but mostly all it consists of is if it's early, I let the kids sleep, I come down, grab my coffee, let the dogs outside, give them a treat, and then come and do my planning while I drink my coffee. One of those goals, I wanted to try to like sit on the back step and just like chill out in nature for a while, but that hasn't really happened. My nausea has been getting the better of me, and like I'm better now, kind of. I think I felt gross today, but like things change, right? Like summer vacation changes things. When you're pregnant, things change. Work schedules. So anyway, as far as the night routine goes, there were certain things I wanted to do. This night routine that I first established mostly was for when my son was in school. So I would set my bedtime for 11. So if he was in bed by 9, I had from basically 9 to 11 to do a night routine. And that was like plan for the next day in my planner, write in my journal, have a cup of tea, you know, brush my teeth, maybe have a shower, read for 20 minutes, just like a whole bunch of assorted things. And I want to get back into that, maybe establish like a summer nighttime routine that's different. It's just sometimes it changes because my son and I have been watching movies some nights. Other nights, like tonight, I'm busy working, so we won't be watching a movie. Every other night the kids have a bath, so that kind of changes things too, and it's difficult. I know there are some moms, like my sister-in-law, she is anal about routines and about set times to do everything during the day, and that is so not me. I would not be, I could not be bothered with that. Like, I'm not checking the clock, I'm not time tracking. I think I had that as one of my goals. That goal failed epically because it did not happen, and there was no way at all that that was going to happen. So I just wanted to like kind of speak on that because every parent is different. We all parent differently, and some people think that set routines like are better for kids. It's kind of like, and I only talk about this because I am pregnant, because I'm thinking of breastfeeding. Like I'm planning on breastfeeding my third baby, as I've done with all my children. But some people believe in like, waking your baby up to feed them like a set schedule, and I just don't do that. That's not what I've ever done, and I won't be doing that in the future. So yeah, and that's my parenting style, and who's to say mine's right or wrong, but it's right for us, right? It's right for me. And the same as different schedules are good for other parents and other kids. So again, it's one of those things. I'm trying not to judge, but we're trying to do what's best for us and our family. So another challenge is this one: start Kegel exercises. So if you guys don't know what Kegels or Kegels, I don't know. But if you don't know what they are basically muscles in the lower pelvic region. If you're interested in it, I suggest looking it up. But basically, it's to tighten the pelvic floor muscles. So one of the things I'm worried about that I actually never put down here, or like anything I'm worried about, but when you have a baby, sometimes your pelvic floor can drop. And like I've had it happen to my aunt. And my sister had an episode when she had her last kid. So it's basically called a prolapse. So their uterus like basically fell out and not like fell completely out, but like part way out. So they could feel it, like it's uncomfortable. And so sometimes if it's really bad, you can get surgery for it. You can get a mesh that will like hold everything up. But the only thing that's holding like your bladder, your uterus, basically everything up there are these like really thin band of tissues, which is your pelvic floor muscles. And then so if that ever happens, the first thing that they do is suggest you go to physio. So it's pelvic floor exercises, and it can be really intrusive from what I understand, and that's not something that I'm interested in getting if I don't have to. So I'm working on my Kegel exercises before I have the baby, and hopefully after I have the baby, because I notice my bladder, like it's harder for me to hold when I have to go to the bathroom, and sometimes I have accidents, and it's normal with age, but it's also when you have a baby, naturally it just happens. And so I've been working on that. I'm trying to work up to, I have a certain number. I think it's 10 repetitions and 3 sets a day. So like I'll be working on the front, the middle, and the back, and 10 in the front, 10 in the middle, 10 in the back, or I don't know how I'm going to work it, but I'm going to try to do that every single day. And that's something I'm going to be tracking. So that's very important for me. Another thing is, this is another thing related to pregnancy. I don't know about you guys. I want you to comment on this if you're pregnant or have been pregnant or have had a natural birth. But when I had my daughter, like when I had my son, I didn't really watch any videos or anything. But when I had my daughter, I started watching birth vlogs. And like, you know how most of the time you watch birth vlogs, how they catch your attention is like raw, emotional, unmedicated, natural birth, right? And so those are most of the ones I see. And the few that I did see where the women got an epidural, they didn't actually show that part. There's only been 2 out of like the 20 I've watched that have actually gotten an epidural. And I was thinking of trying labor this time without an epidural, only because I want to be able to be up and free and be able to drink water. Or when you have an epidural, you're bound to the bed. You can't really get up and move around or do anything. And I want to try laboring differently this time. So I don't know if I can stand the pain, because last time when I had my daughter, by the time it actually wasn't too bad, because by the time I was already 8 centimeters before they even had my room ready, and like I survived. It was okay. So I'm pretty sure I could have gone 2 more centimeters and I would have been fine. But I don't know. I just don't know, because like if you have a really long labor, epidurals are great because then it saves your energy and doesn't make you like in pain the whole time. But if your labor is super short, so I think sometimes maybe an unmedicated labor would be better. And this is my 3rd baby. My first child took 14 hours in total. Once I got to the hospital, I think it was noon, I checked in, or no, it was like 1 o'clock, and then I had him at like 6:30. So the time spent in the hospital with my first son was literally like 5 hours. After the triage, they put me in a room at 2, and I had him at 6. So like 4 to 5 hours. My daughter, I got to the hospital early in the morning. They were going to send me home But by the time they actually got me in a room, well, I was already 8 centimeters, so it doesn't really count. But I think we got there at like 9 or 10, and then I had her at 6:30. But I was only, I feel like I labored less. It was the first one was 14 hours, the second one was 12 hours total labor. So I guess maybe about the same time, like 4 or 5 hours total labor, like hard labor, because the rest of it I just stayed at home and labored at home. So being my third baby, I'm hoping that this one would come fast. The only thing is that because my last one was 9 pounds 8 ounces, I have to actually get induced 2 to 3 weeks early. So I have to talk to my OBGYN about that when I finally get to her again, and discuss what that's going to look like. Because you guys, if that happens and it's 3 weeks, it's going to be Christmas. It's going to be like December 22nd, December 23rd. And it's just going to be the worst time. I don't want to have a baby at Christmas, but it might be, that might happen. So I'll have to be well prepared when it comes to getting the tree and getting all the presents set up, because I don't want to be wrapping presents Christmas Eve if I'm in labor. Meditation. Yeah, meditation and the breathing. So maybe yoga. I'm thinking of getting a yoga ball, like a exercise / birthing ball, and practicing meditation and breathing for pregnancy, because I'm thinking of doing a natural birth. So I have my ultrasound appointment August 31st. That is to find out the sex of the baby. We are not leaving it a surprise, as long as they can tell and perhaps like give us, you know, I know they can never be 100% sure, but we would like to know. I'm going to continue with my Swedish death cleaning. I'm not doing too bad. I finished the bathroom, finally did all of our clothes, so I will be tackling my kids' rooms next. My July budget recap, that will happen. I think it's going to happen if we get home on the 1st. It'll probably happen on the 2nd or the 3rd, because that's when my husband leaves. My Franklin planner set up for August. I have to do that, I think, this week as well, because I don't want to be doing that when we're gone for the reunion. I'll probably be switched into my new binder before we go. I have to clean my husband's car. So he is not an expert car cleaning person. That's me being polite. He doesn't like cleaning his car. And I mean, I don't like it either, but I don't hate it. I loved cleaning my Jeep because it makes me feel good. I drive it all the time and it just makes me feel so good knowing it's clean. So his car is probably going to be harder because he has fabric seats, not leather seats, but I'm going to try my best to clean everything in there for him. Also my July stats, analytics, and financials, is something I do every month. And then plan my September bullet journal and also my September goals. So that will be about a month from now, but it's looking ahead, doing, new goals for the next month. So on my mind, having a healthy pregnancy. So far, everything is good. The nuchal transparency, they did not get the blood work results back yet. They'll call me if anything is not good, but the ultrasound appears everything is good. So that gives me hope. Saving more money, that's a definite thing. Also, I should put /debt. Paying off debt is always on my mind. Having enough money at the time when my husband is off work. So if we have the baby at Christmas, I believe he's only off until like January 3rd or 4th. So if he has to extend that for another week, we need to have money for like a whole month for him being off work. So that's another thing that kind of scares me, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm excited for our family reunion, but that will be the end of July mostly. Camping, so that we're camping on my husband's birthday on the 11th. School supply shopping, of course, because it's stationary, but I'll be doing that for my son. And I am budgeting for clothing and for school supplies. So clothing shopping for Connor and Danica. They were both going to need fall stuff and winter stuff. My son going back to school September 1st, getting back into a regular routine. So I'm not really as excited for him to go back to school. I love having him home, and my daughter loves having him here because, they get to interact, they get to play. But just having that regular routine again where I get up at 6 or 5 or whatever it is and be able to get my work done before the kids wake up, take them to school, have our breakfast, just that regular routine where I've got this set time of doing stuff. I like that. And also it makes me get up early, like I have no choice, so I do get more work done. Finding out whether I have a baby boy or a baby girl, excited about that. And then my husband's birthday. All right, so I know I talked your ear off about that, sorry. Let's go to the next page. So this is the Brainstorm. A lot of times I don't really talk about this kind of stuff. This is me just writing down everything. Mostly it's stuff I've already written on the previous page, right? But these are things that would only happen on the month. This is only stuff that would happen on a weekly basis, and then daily stuff. So if I was to cross these off, health and wellness, I have Kegels on there. I've got water, healthy snacks, and for wellness, I guess it's journaling and spirituality. So yes. The other thing I should have put on here is start doing exercises with the yoga ball, but I haven't purchased it yet, and I don't know if I'll have it for August, so we'll see. That's more towards the end of pregnancy when you're trying to rotate your pelvic region and like kind of open up your hips to get the baby to drop. So that might not be something I do until later, but I'll kind of take a look at that and I'll share that with you guys when it happens. So friends, I didn't put it on here, but here I put friends and family check-in. So once a week, I want to be able to either call or get together with my friends and family. That could mean my sister, my best friend, or my mom, or even one of my aunts or something like that. So I do have that on there. Finances, I have budget close for the month, and then I have budget weekly. And then on the daily, I've got expenses. Focal relationship, that is one thing I did not put on here because for August, so my husband had to switch his schedule in order to make camping and like kind of to make our July things happen for the family reunion and K-Days. So he's not home that frequently. And when he is home, we're going camping. And then at the end of August, I believe, or going into the beginning of September, I think that could be technically our first date night. So it won't happen in August, unfortunately, but I'm going to check it off anyway because we have, we're going camping and that's going to be his birthday. So we're going to do a close birthday celebration. We're going to get him a present and it'll just be camping. It'll just be us. It'll be really nice. So work and learning. Of course, I always have that. I learn from looking at my stats and analytics all the time. Work, I've got doing all of my videos, so my planner setups, my bullet journal, my goal video, stuff like that. Okay, personal growth. Personal growth would definitely be spiritual. So I do have that here. And journaling. I do try to fit in my commonplace book. So every time I want to learn something new, I write it in there. And family, mostly again, just going camping with my family. We do FaceTime. I don't write that down. It's something we do every day anyway. So I FaceTime my husband every night for the kids and myself. And then I also think I've kind of covered family with friend and family check-in. And then recreation will be, I actually didn't put swimming on here, but we try to go swimming every Sunday. So yeah, I should add that in there. I did not do that. Swimming, and this is still August, so my son doesn't go back to school yet. So I'll do like movie night or like movie date type thing because I wanted to try to take him to more movies at the theater. We've only been to one so far, so I'll just add that there. And that's it. Okay, so kind of coming over here. So this is what I like to do because I always run out of room. I find that this isn't enough space for me to write down all the things I have to do in the month. So what I'll do is break it up if it's related. So here, doctor appointment and ultrasound, they're kind of the same thing. They're both kind of like doctor-ish appointments. Technically, I could put, no, because I'm going to be doing that this month. I have to actually go get more blood work and a urine sample, but that will be July. So camping, we have there, budget clothes, school supply shopping and clothes, analytics, Chad's car, the gutter project. So we need to get new gutters. Now that we have our roof fixed, we are saving a little bit more money to get the gutters done. So that's the next project. I was supposed to make some phone calls to get estimates and I did not. We've only got one estimate so far and I don't know if it's high or not. but we have to get that done for August for sure. Franklin planner setup, goals, and then bullet journal setup. Okay, so for weekly stuff, I want to continue with my Swedish death cleaning and organization of the house. Blogs and stickers. So every week, if I do my blogs, I color this portion in, and if I do stickers, I do that portion. Weekly budget, weekly plan with me's, friend family check-in, journaling and spirituality, and then swimming movie date with my son. And then for daily items, so here's where I'm tracking my Kegels, expenses, reading, journaling, IG posts or reels, which I have been getting really bad at. I'm sorry, you guys. H2O, and I put eats. So that just means like healthy snacks. So sometimes I get in this terrible phase where I don't eat breakfast, I don't eat lunch, and then I just eat a huge supper, like kind of what happened yesterday. I ate nothing all day. Except for like my coffee in the morning. And then I had a huge plate of spaghetti, which was so bad. Yes, it was like at 5 and then I never ate anything after that, but still, like it was huge. Like I wanted to throw up when I was done, and then I knew I ate too much. And it was just because I was starving. So a lot of times, like especially now that I'm pregnant, I have been eating healthier. I've been drinking tons of water. But for breakfast, I'll have like a whole grain bagel with half an apple, or I'll have Sunny Boy cereal with like a nectarine or something like that, right? I try to eat lots of fiber. And then sometimes I'll skip lunch because I'm not really hungry, or I'll have like a snack. Maybe I'll have a piece of fruit, and then we'll have supper at 4:30, about 4:30. And then I don't eat for the rest of the night, which for me is good. And then the last one is 10-minute tidy. So that's just keeping my house clean. Not really clean, but keeping it tidy. So that's pretty much it. So I know that this took forever. I apologize. We're already at half an hour. I hope you guys kind of followed along, and I'd be interested to know what's your most important goal for August. I would be curious, regardless of whether you're using this type of goal setting planner or not, even if you're just doing goals on your own. What's your most important goal for August? What do you have in the works? What's going on in your life? Let me know. Leave me down in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Also, if you are new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you join our family. Click on the bell button to be notified of upcoming videos that I post, and give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys next time. Happy goal setting, friends. Bye now.